Oh,
Donnie?
Donnie?
do you have it?
Yep. Okay.
Hey, Brett,
Yellow.
did you send an invite to a new contact?
Yep.
Okay.
Hi, Thomas. All right. You want to go?
What am I doing? I wasn't doing it. It's your show.
Your microphone sounds horrible, guys.
It's a little bit muffled.
And no, it's really screechy. Andrea and Brett, your microphone for some reason sounds really distorted when you talk.
Oh, really? Oh,
That
shoot.
was good.
Better? Yeah, that's better.
That's better? Okay, I turned it up. That's better?
I think so.
Okay. All right. Welcome, everybody. We're just coming off of the summit here. So it was a pretty crazy last what, 5 days or so. And so we're just gonna, there's quite a few people here that were at the summit, quite a few people who weren't at the summit, like my husband. It all worked out good though. I think I represented pretty well. And so there was an awful lot of announcements made. So we're going to, I'm going to touch on a few announcements, and then I'll let Dave and Brenda will come on. Brenda's going to talk about the new products. There are 3 new products, and we'll have Dave talk about some of the price changes and the builder pack and everything else. And Don, I see Don. Yeah, I see Don here too. Maybe he can wrap up the call for us. So.
Your speaker is really scratchy. There's something wrong.
Yeah, it's really scratchy. So whatever you're doing new, you have to go back to the old because it's really scratchy when you're talking.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Or maybe you have to go out and come back in. I'm not sure. Do you have a different microphone or a different way of?
Oh.
Hi.
Oh, geez.
Okay.
I know I got a new phone and I'm still, but
Can you guys
maybe
hear
it's
us?
my phone?
Yeah.
Can you guys hear us a little bit better now?
Not really, but do you want to mute everybody? Maybe if you mute everybody, it might help you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm in. I'll see if I can hang up.
Okay. I think everybody's muted now. How's that? Thumbs up? Okay. Well, you know what? I just had a couple things to talk about anyway, so I'll just quickly kind of go through them. They were just about the convention for next year this year in September is September 4th, 5th, and 6th, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th in Orlando. And we've posted, it's at the Omni Resort. You'll be hearing more information about that. They're going to be doing a draw right now. They're doing a contest for a car, another car. So that was super exciting. It's starting April 1st, so it's now, right?
Today.
So all the rules for that are up in our group page as well, and in Team Gets Results. It goes for every 3 personal customers you get in a calendar month, you get a ballot. So if you get 6, for example, you get 6 customers, then you get 2 ballots in there. For anybody that managed to register already for the convention, got 10 ballots in. Yeah, Brett did. So there's a whole bunch of ways to get a ballot into the draw, and like I said, that's going to be posted. That's posted already in our group page. So I will pass it over to Dave and Brenda here, since our sound system isn't working so great. So I'll pass it on to you guys to cover the products.
Okay, thanks, Andrea. So start the call by telling you that Valentus has been around 5 years, and we have always had exactly the same prices. So it's time for a little bit of an increase. And the good news to start with is one box remains the same at $59.95 US. The 3-box pack is going to go up to $145. It was $129. The 6-box pack is going up to $239, and it was $199. And a builder pack of 16 mix and match is now going to be $575 US, and it was $499. So I think the important thing to remember is none of your prospects know anything about a price increase. So we might think, oh man, it used to be $499, now it's $575 US, but it's still extremely cheap to get into a business. And your prospects that you have now might be the only ones that will know that there's a price increase, because the new ones that are coming up, you just tell them $575, obviously, so there's no price increase to them, not psychologically anyway. So keep in mind, we had one lady that said, well, I can't sell anymore because the price just went up. But you need to get that out of your mindset. You need to get into your mindset that this is a world-class product. This is the first increase in 5 years, and $575 is a builder pack to get into a business like this. For Brenda and I, we turned around our builder pack, we turned it around in 3 weeks so that we had it paid for. What I tell people is you put your builder pack on your credit card, and by the time you need to make a payment on that particular charge on your credit card, it should be done. You should be paid for already. And ours was within 3 weeks. So if you're serious about the business, if your prospect is serious about the business, they should have absolutely no problem pushing that out in the first month. So having said that, business volume doesn't change. Price will change a little bit, but your business volume will remain the same as before. Something that's brand new is a career success pack. And you're going to be seeing some on the business pages. You'll see some more information in the days to come about this. So what a business success pack is made up of is 36 tubs or boxes of product. Your membership fee is included. So the $20 membership fee, $20 US membership fee is included. You get a lifetime membership for Ditto Touch, which any of us that have used Ditto Touch knows that is a huge marketing tool for you. And I've always said that, people are scared to make cold calls. You don't have to make cold calls anymore. If you have Ditto Touch, you don't make a cold call. You send them information. You know when they've watched the video because it alerts you to either your email or to your cell phone, and then you can just follow up with them. So instantly, you're not scrambling for any words to say. There's no awkward silence. You instantly can go to, hey, did you get a chance to watch that video? Or you already know that they've watched the video because it's going to tell you through Ditto Touch. That's one of the beauties of Ditto Touch. It lets you know when they started watching, when they finished watching, and what level of interest they have. So, that's absolutely fantastic. So the lifetime membership for Ditto Touch, then it instantly gives you $200 US fast start bonus, which is huge. That in itself is unbelievable that we get a fast start bonus, and immediately it puts you to Emerald rank. So for a $1,200 US cost, you're already shaving it down because you're going to have a $200 fast start bonus. You're shaving it down for another $20. You're shaving it down for the cost of a membership at Ditto Touch, was about $130. And you immediately go to Emerald. So when you're at Emerald, you can start making money. So the new business, and like I said, there'll be more information about that and any details. You guys can contact one of us for some of the details if you want to get into it a little bit more. The new business pack includes packets of brochures. So you will get brand new brochures, and we'll go through the product. Brenda's going to be going through the product in a few minutes here, but brand new brochures for the AM, PM product. And I won't tell you anymore. I don't want to steal your thunder. But brochures for the Breakthrough, brochures for the Keto Creamer, for the Hot Cocoa, for the Optimum Coffee, for the Prevail Max, the K9, and you'll get training CDs. You'll get a Building Your Network Marketing Business CD from Jim Rohn, one of the best in the business when he was still around, a presentation tear sheets, Right or Almost Right book from our own fearless leader, John Haremza. You'll get a flip chart paperwork. You'll get Prosper Magazine, and you'll get a Valentus pen. So this isn't just a regular pen. This is a Valentus magic pen. Every time somebody touches this pen, they're going to write a deal, and they're going to become a brand new prospect for you. So keep that in mind. Also, here's the kicker. If someone orders the Career Success Pack, they also get 2 free ballots for a card draw, brand spanking new card draw that I don't know who's talking about. Somebody's going to be talking about it on this, but there's going to be, I won't ruin that one either, but 2 free ballots for the card draw. So I think one of the biggest things to be cognizant of, if this builder pack or this business partner, or I should say that it puts your new business partner on the road to success if you get him into this kit. He's got absolutely everything he needs to be successful. He or she needs to be successful. I mean, 36 tubs or boxes of product works out to be under $28 per product. So you talk about turning that around, even if you're selling it for your cost. And if for the Canadians on this call, I mean, it's going to be to your door somewhere around $65, $67 per each. So, I mean, it's $28 US per cost if you work it out, if you do the math on it. And Don, you would attest to that. You're the mathematician in the group. So, I mean, it might seem like a little bit of money up front, but keep in mind that if you're starting a business, when I had my business, I mean, my monthly overhead was about $4,200 exactly on my first month when I started my business. And if you talk to Don Carson, his monthly overhead would be 10 times that. So keep that in mind, that is very, very little, and you get a lot out of that. There's huge benefits to that. I love it. Do you want to go to Brenda next with the product? Is that the plan here?
Okay, I will try to go through this quickly because I was so excited. You can imagine I was doing the Don and Nancy silent chair. So I'm going to go right into it. So 3 new products were released. Very, very, very exciting. The first one they announced was the cocoa. It's going to be a different formulation than the original one. This one has no artificial flavors, no sweeteners, and it is gluten-free. So that's good for everybody to know. Only 30 calories per serving. It's similar ingredients to the Optimum Coffee. Like when you look at the ingredients, the first ingredient is a thermogenic coffee or cocoa, and then coconut oil powder, and then the rest is the same. So it still has the Vaso-6. It still crushes cravings, increased energy, metabolizes fat to energy, helps regulate blood sugar, improves mood and focus, and boosts circulation and oxygen delivery as well. So it does all the same things that the Optimum Slim Roast is, but it's a fantastic option for those who don't like it.
So what about the capsicum? I hated that peppery taste.
No capsicum in
so
there.
0 capsicum, guys. For anybody that doesn't like that last little bit of residue, tell them you don't have to worry about that anymore, because we've got a product coming out that does not have that peppery taste.
Yeah, so it's fantastic. So I'm not going to say any more about that one, but I'm going to go into the 2 other new products that were announced, because I tell you, they're fantastic. Has anybody out there taken anything with activated charcoal before? By show of hands? I have. And it's really nasty stuff, but it is, because my mom was a herbologist, and it does a lot of really good things, and I'll just cover that briefly. But the other new product announced, and this was also by Dr. Kevin, it's called Prevail More Detox and H2O Enhancer. So it's a liquid form, and it comes in a bottle. You just place 2 full dropperfuls in about 500 milliliters of water and drink. You can split that up in morning or afternoon, but in the private sessions, when we asked Kevin about that, he said the best time to actually take it is in the evening, because our organs are resting and in recovery mode. So that is actually the best time to take it. It's tasteless. As soon as if you do decide to split it up, and drink half in the morning, half at night. They do recommend you refrigerate it. It has liquid trace minerals and liquid activated charcoal. So it has about 80 plus natural occurring trace minerals from a variety of sources. So that's amazing. Our activated charcoal is actually, it's a natural treatment used to pull out toxins and chemicals out of your body. So it's a detox and mineral supplement. It can go with the max. You can take it with the max. And it also has plant-derived fulvic and humic acid. And he spent a little bit of time talking about that. And I'll tell you why, because this is huge. This product is huge. There is nothing out there like it. It has a coconut-derived activated charcoal. If you have anybody who asks or mentions that they're allergic to coconut, this one actually comes from the shell. So most people are not allergic to that, of course, but use caution just in case. But he said that most people are not. And coconuts have a really strong mineral foundation. Now, this is kind of interesting because fulvic and humic acid, the fulvic acid is used often to treat poison. They use it in some of the ERs across the world and trauma centers to pull out poisons from and drug overdoses as well. So that's how strong it is to pull out toxins and heavy metals. And it also prevents hangovers. So if you're planning on going on a heavier night of drinking, that's something that you may want to keep in mind. So it detoxes the cells. It also helps with gas and bloating. And he said it's like, because it's so high in minerals, you can't go to the doctor and get a mineral shot. So this is, because our bodies are over 92% water, this is like tons and tons of minerals, and we don't get enough minerals from the food and the soil. So this is, it pulls out the toxins and heavy metals and replaces it with minerals. He said you can also pour it on sores and wounds. So that's something you can try as well. Now, a question came up about what type of water do you drink it with? Because some people said, well, do you drink it with regular tap water or alkaline water? He suggested using tap water or reverse osmosis water, he said is how they drink it. So he said not to use alkaline water.
And there's no taste.
No, there is no taste. Just to tell you a little bit about the fulvic acid, because that is huge to have the fulvic acid. He said he has a special source from Russia, which he has total ownership of. So you can't get anything like this product. So basically, with fulvic acid, it's able to penetrate the cell mitochondria, and that's the powerhouses of our cells. And so higher oxygen levels. Also, it's found naturally in organic plant material. Some of the benefits of fulvic acid, just to let you know how wonderful this is, it helps improve our gut, skin, and brain function. It works in a way to help us absorb nutrients and even better, such as probiotics, fatty acids, and minerals. It has become popular for slowing down aging, improving digestive health, and protecting brain function. So when you think about all those things that it does, it's amazing. So it basically fights free radical damage that contributes to the process of aging and nearly every chronic disease there is. So when you get those, when you're able to get that free radical damage out of your body, that's what it does. So it's really healing, and that's what we all need. We need to get those toxins out of our body and heal them. The humic acid that's in there, I won't spend as much time on that. It contains potent natural electrolytes that not only improve absorption of nutrients, but also energize our body's processes. So that's the powerhouse of that detox. It's fantastic. And the last product.
Just before you leave that, I wanted to say with that product that they're probably ease into it, especially if your prospect has never had a detox and has been treating his body like a garbage dump for 35, 40 years, and you want to probably ease into it. There was some people that chugged it and had no problems, no issues. There was some, however, that had a few issues, and whether it was detoxing or what it was, but you know, that you could get
Heartburn
from it,
Yeah.
or a headache from it. So ease into it. Just drink a little bit. Maybe if you mix it into a bottle of water, maybe drink a third of the bottle of water and see how you feel in 15, 20 minutes, half an hour. And then maybe you could take the rest. But, you know, probably don't chug the whole bottle.
Yeah, good point. Thanks, babe. The last product that was introduced was by new formulator to Valentus, Dr. Joseph Ahrens, and he was with Galen before. And there's going to be more products coming on board, but the one we're bringing aboard right now is called the Prevail 24/7 Carb Burner. So there's 2 bottles in there. It's still, the 2 together are still for the price of $59, but there's an AM and a PM. So the AM you would take in. He said there's different ways you could take it. You could take 2 of the capsules in the morning, and that's the AM, the red, and 2 in the PM, or you can take 1 with breakfast. The AM, you could take 1 with breakfast, 1 with lunch, and then the PM, 1 with supper and 1 before you go to bed if you want to do it that way. So the AM, what it's designed to do is burn carbohydrates, block carbohydrates, promotes well-being, mental alertness, and appetite control. So that's also a good option for if there's people that don't drink coffee and they want to lose weight in inches. This is something that you can offer them, and or you can take it with your coffee.
I think that part is really important, because it's a weight loss product for the people that are telling you guys that they don't drink coffee and they really like some of our other products, but they want to lose weight. They're struggling to lose weight. This is a product for somebody that does not like coffee.
And the PM, it burns carbohydrates, blocks carbohydrates, promotes well-being, promotes sleep, which is a good one, and shrinks fat tissue while you sleep. So that's what the PM does. All the ingredients are natural, so there's no stimulants, or he said added caffeine. The question was asked in the breakout session about pregnant and breastfeeding moms. He said that pregnant and breastfeeding moms can take these products because they are all natural, and kids can take them as well, but probably a lesser dose depending on the size of the child.
What he said is if
break
you
the capsule and put a little bit,
sprinkle it in.
Sprinkle it in their food or mix it in a little bit of water or something like that. Some of the things that you may notice is you will drink more water and urinate more, because what this product is designed to do, as well as the weight loss, is it pushes water out of your body to help get your body to a normal metabolism. So he said once you start taking this, you won't need to take as many other vitamins and minerals, because it's got a lot of natural minerals and vitamins in there. So they help promote or support inflammation as well. And you can, now the question was also asked, what if you're at your ideal weight? Do you stop taking them? Will you blow away or what? So the response was, Dr. Aaron says, you can continually take these products. They won't cause the body to lose too much weight. It'll basically help your body stabilize, and your body will be running more at an optimum level. So on that note, that's a wrap up. And I know that we'll hear more information to come as people are on these products, but that's just a Reader's Digest version of the new products.
There you go. Back to you, Brett and Andrea.
Awesome.
Hey, you know, I would just like to ask, you did cover that with the 24/7, it's safe to take for pregnant women. We've got a couple of representatives that are pregnant, but you didn't say that for the detox. Do you find that is that something that's safe for pregnant people to take as well?
Well, great question. That wasn't asked. I don't know, but just from knowing, I guess, the background in herbology, they usually say detoxes for pregnant and nursing moms don't take it.
Okay.
You know what? That's not a question for me. I think that would be a better question to ask Dr. Kevin.
Okay. Don, would you like to close things off?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, just a couple of highlights for you all to think about from an advantage standpoint of what was released on the weekend. I think the thing that fascinates me is most of us that are on the team now and are just joining Valentus, well, in particular, the people that are on the team have been on the team for say 6 months or a year or longer, And you've seen a few people leave our organization or leave Valentus and they've moved away for whatever reason. Often it's because of a shiny object. We describe a shiny object being something new, some sort of a new item that is showing up that a story is being built on. And what I wanted to just sort of say to all of you is that what's beautiful about Valentus is we get lots of shiny objects. And we're in a position where our owner is looking and constantly lining up with incredible manufacturers and partners that will always bring us shiny objects. So you have a real opportunity to build a long-term residual income with a team of people that love what we have currently, consume what we currently have, and as they add these new shiny objects, and those of you that have been here for a while know what I mean by shiny objects. I mean, somebody says, oh, you got to come to my company. It's brand new and it's exciting. We have so much brand new and exciting things that just happened this weekend. It's unbelievable. I can't even imagine anybody that had moved on to a shiny object that is thinking to themselves, what was I thinking? Because, I mean, gosh, just one product alone out of those three could be a company maker, to be honest with you. So, you know, I'm trying to make that a positive spin for all of you to understand that this is the beginning of where we're going, and it always has been the beginning of where this company's gone. It started with one product, went to 3 products, then it added a coffee, then it added more, then it acquired a company, and there'll be more information on that as it surfaces over the next 30 days, where that's at with the repackaging. But this is this is a shiny object company. I mean, we're getting all the products we could ever imagine in the best quality possible being brought to us. So I wanted to say that to you all because it's exciting. It's exciting. I mean, I remember sitting with a friend of mine that owned a bunch of Wendy's restaurants, and whenever they decided that they wanted to make a profit, they just introduced another product because everybody tried it, and their volumes all went up. So just use that in your business building process here. We're not just a one product company. We're a multiple product company. And we have lots of upside coming our way with new products. Further with the Dr. Joe Aaron's product line that's working its way into our portfolio, which is the ultimate shiny object if you understand health, because we got let in on some of the details of that at the conference, some testimonials that would absolutely knock your socks off if you were there. So be there next time, Brett. But I'm just kidding, Brett. I just wanted to share that thought around the product release, that's the first of many, and we have the ultimate shiny object company. Okay, so that's just a fun way to put where we're at. Does that make sense? Wendy's, they add a product, everybody buys it, they try it, your volume goes up. So that's the first point I want to make. Second point I want to make about the price increase. I'm excited about the fact that the company didn't change the compensation plan. We're rewarded for our ability to be information directors. We share the products, we share the business opportunity, and we follow up. That's what we do. We're information directors. We're not manufacturers, each and every one of us. We're not the scientists. We're not the formulators. We're the information directors. And we get rewarded very nicely. Lots of companies fail as a result of a compensation plan change, where the company recognizes they're paying out too much money. And so what they do is they change the compensation plan, and people's checks get cut by a half or a third. And suddenly those people move on to the next shiny object because they feel that there's more compensation to be paid somewhere else. Folks, Dave will never change our compensation plan. He's in a position where he wants this company to have the long-term ability to benefit all of us. But I noticed on the loyalty front, you can still order just 2 single orders. $59.95 times 2 is 100 BV, and there's your loyalty qualification. So if for some reason somebody says to you, well, you know what, 145 versus 129, and which I think is still silly because it's only $15 more for the quality product that actually, if you're in the weight management side, you eat a lot less food, so you're really getting it for free anyways. And if it's in the health side, what? Good health costs money, bad health costs more. Just, I mean, don't quite kid yourself. I'd rather be healthy and live a long life than to be not healthy, have all the money in the world, and not be able to see my kids one day have grandkids that, you know, that have kids that I can go see them go to school and graduate or whatever. The point I'm trying to make here is our compensation plan will reward us for more than you can ever imagine. Just get ready to understand what we do as a company leadership. We just share when we follow up, and we're paid information directors, and we're paid well. So there is a way around that. 2 single units is your 100 BV. So there you go. That's $118 if that's what you want to do. In terms of landing pages, I wanted to cover that for a second because people are saying, well, where's the information on the ingredients in the carb burner? Where's the information on this and where's the information on that? Well, typical Dave Jordan, he is a absolute, okay, I got to pick my words here. He is like a little kid. He is a little kid. We all know that. We love him to pieces, and that's why we love him. He's a little kid. And when he got a shiny object for us to be able to market, he got excited as a little kid would, like opening up a Christmas gift. And before we could put the 2 months or 3 months into getting it ready, Dave wanted to give it to us at this function. So the H2O enhancer product probably is a billion-dollar product all by itself. There was companies that created a drink a number of years ago that went right to multi-billion-dollar companies, but they didn't have other things to sustain it, and then they had ownership that was different, and they started changing comp plans. I don't know the reason why many of them fail. I just want you to know that more product is a game changer, just all by itself. So he wasn't quite ready from a marketing standpoint. We created what you saw within the last week. We hadn't have a chance to create all the other data that you need to be able to do that right. But we did do that on the 24/7 carb burner. So you'll see that in your back office, there's not the information yet, but I would expect at some point you'll have a website that you can send out with all the information on it. It's ready. They're just, imagine hooking up the code for you to be able to place an order off that landing page for the 24/7 carb burner. It is finished. I'm just waiting to when the company pushes the button, I guess, and their coders add the links to it so that we can use it. So be patient. That 24/7 carb burner will be ready real shortly. Basically, the cocoa is the same ingredients without having all the caffeine in it as the Optimum coffee. The difference is, of course, it's cocoa in it, and the sweeteners, of course, is not a sweetener. So we'll see that ingredient deck come out real shortly. But again, there was not a landing page done on that because that product wasn't in the works per se, other than Joyce doing the taste testing and some other people for months. But I would imagine there'll be some work done on that, brochures and so on. But I just wanted to share with you, Dave was pretty excited and he wanted that to come up by conference, and that's what we did. And the effect of that is that we've got a lot of excited people, but everybody on the other hand is saying, well, where's this and where's that? Some of it's not ready. The only thing I know is going to be actively ready. We have Ditto Touch for 24/7 already loaded up in your back office. By the way, you didn't touch on that, Dave. Ditto Touch is $75 now for a lifetime membership. I personally think that is, and you did say that, Dave. I do think it's mandatory to use as a team to duplicate it. It's just so simple. Tools duplicate. That's the key. If you can send that out, anybody can send it out. So just to make reference then to asking questions, what's the ingredients of this and that and the other thing? Some of that information you're going to have to be waiting for. Okay, so it's coming, and you'll see that. But right now, the only thing I know that'll pop up will be a landing page on the 24/7 carb burner. Let me talk about the car contest briefly. Concept there we did in Toronto is he gave away a car, and the person went to Grand Forks, and they were able to drive it home. He's doing the exact same thing in Orlando. So if you're in Orlando, and let's just say he estimated that there'll be 2,000 people at our Orlando convention in September, you'll have a 1 in 200,000 chance. 1 in 2,000 chance. You have to be at the event to win it. And of course, it's based on ballots. And ballots on the contest rules are coming out now, but it does not mean who has the most ballots wins. Jerry Booth had the most ballots in Toronto. He did not get into the contest. He didn't get his name picked. It was somebody who only had 10 ballots as opposed to Jerry who had 1,000 ballots. So just be in the room in Orlando, you have a chance to win a car. That's pretty good odds. That's what I wanted to mention about that. Let me also mention the concept of how fast you can move on now to Diamond. With the new pack that's in the back office now, it actually is in there, but it's not correct. Again, the little kid's getting excited somewhere, decided to post what it is, and that's okay because we know it's there. But I believe you're going to see the option of buying the sample pack in it and products. It was really a leadership comment that made that reference that has to happen, and we wanted to recommend that, and I believe that's what they're going to do. So I expect that you're going to see that you don't have to order 36 tubs or 36 items. I don't know the number. I could guess right now. If I had to guess, I'd say you can buy 350 sticks and 20 items or something like that. But I don't know for sure. So just watch that change over the next little while. So I believe you'll be able to. And here's why. Because I know myself personally, all my new people are buying 2 builder packs. That's what I'm talking them into now. I'm suggesting to them, you want to be successful at this? Buy 350 sticks of coffee and buy another builder pack in your wife or significant other's name of another 16 items or 10 items and of assortment, so that you can have products that you can try, put on display in your own little Zooms and lives, and you have the samples to go out there and make your profit back real quickly on the 6-day experience to pay for your 2 packs. That's the way I've been promoting it. So I believe that's what's going to happen in this new success pack. And it did, I don't know if you mentioned, Dave, but it's going to have a distributor kit in there. I think you did say that. I think I might have walked out of the room there. And that kit, though, won't be available until around the 15th of April. So I'm assuming that it went into the back office a little prematurely today, because Dave's not even around yet. He's going to be back in Sioux Falls by Thursday. And then I'm sure that'll be tweaked between now and then. But it really shouldn't be shipped until they can ship that distributor kit with it. So it got a little bit overzealous when it got put in your back office. But the good news is we have a success pack. So what does it mean? I went into other companies where you had to spend $1,200 and you got paid $200 and so on. But the difference is this one you get paid $1,200 you get paid $200, and it's going to be worth X number of BV more than, of course, the normal builder pack. So that BV is going to drive your team volume up pretty quickly. And the fact that you get to go to the emerald level out of the gate is the key. Because if you start bringing on, and you're going to see the company volume, I heard today, we had the best month in company history in the month of March, and we expect to start popping $1 million a month starting here in April, and so on. What does that mean for all of us on the phone here? Well, there's going to be some people that are going to come to this company because the checks are really quite large for the amount of volume we're currently doing, and it's attracting other network marketing leaders in a big way, which it should. Because we are the best company in the market right now, and we still have, 7 years of straight upline upside ahead of us before it'll start getting to the point where, you'll see this multi-billion-dollar company that'll grow at a nice pace and maintain a long residual income for many people and their families forever. But I think right now you have to understand that you could become a diamond way quicker than ever, because you don't have to wait 3 months of 6-box loyalty or 6 months of 3-box loyalty to get an emerald. And if you understand diamond, you need 3 emeralds. So the way I'm going to look at this now with my key people that I bring on that I know have networking experience, that are ready to go, they just got to go find their 3. Go find their 3 success pack purchasers, and let's go help those 3 find their 3, and help those people find their 3. And they're all going to have a chance to go diamond in their first month if they really want to, because the BV is going to go up. They're going to get their emeralds in day 1. So that won't be a sticking point in how you get to diamond, because you need 3 emeralds to get to diamond. So you're going to be able to do that if you go through your list of 10 or 12 or 15 or 20 people with your brand new people and say, let's pick out your best 3. Let's give them the chance to be your top 3. And if you do that, you start duplicating underneath them and your business will grow quickly. So that really excites me about the fact that emerald package is there, because you do need 3 emeralds before you can go diamond. So I think that's a big win for the people that are going to start coming to the company as networkers. They'll see the value of that really quickly. Other than that, I would suggest the Orlando convention will probably be a further validation of where the company's going. I thought this weekend was the best one I had attended, with the information that was shared, the announcements that were made. If it would have been maybe 2 weeks later than it was right now, we probably would have had more of the brochures and things ready for some of these new products. But honestly, some of these products, in particular, Kevin Thomas, if you know the real story, was so excited to bring this to Dave. He just said, Dave, we can do it. And Dave went ahead and did it before he actually had all of the ducks lined up for the presentation. But I thought Kevin did an incredible job, and all the slides that he had showed us are actually posted on our team pages now. If you want to go see it, it's an amazing product. Brenda, you did a great job explaining it, but it is a product that will probably be our top product one day. We can lead with coffee for some of us. If you don't lead with coffee, you're going to be able to lead with the carb burner, because it is a credible product. We heard some side effects of the carb burner are that women's cellulite goes away. or men's cellulite go away, or that whatever that term is for that across your chest here, for when you start drying out, that's apparently being stretched away by this Dr. Joe product and some of the other things that he does. So that's a side effect that's pretty incredible when we get our head around how to market that. I mean, hey, you're not going to have the need for maybe some of these other things that you've tried in the past with the Dr. Joe product. So I think that's just another bonus for where this is at. But here's probably my final thoughts, and then I'll turn it back to you guys. First and foremost, 7 o'clock on Thursday night, I've been asked to do a duplication training on Zoom. So I'll probably use this same Zoom number, 7 on Central Time on Thursday. There's a bunch of new people that want to learn some basic stuff on what are we going to do to duplicate. So I'm going to create a training for Thursday night at 7. You're more than welcome to share that, and we'll figure that out on Thursday at 7 Central Time, which means 6 o'clock in Saskatchewan, because they did not push spring ahead. So 6 o'clock in Saskatchewan on Thursday. But those of you in the States, of course, that follow Central Time and Mountain Time and Pacific Time and Eastern Time, 7 o'clock Central Time on Thursday, there'll be a duplication training going on. But my thoughts around the new 24/7. Folks, that's our new 12 and 24. When we started, we had something called 12 and 24, which is you could lose 12 pounds or 12 inches or any combination of in 24 days. How would that make you feel? That was our pitch. It was a bit too claimy. It was a bit too reference to saying that guaranteeing. And so we had to move away from that for lots of reasons. But can you imagine 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? You can actually work with a company now that offers you a chance to have good health. And that means in the form of the Optimum Coffee, the Max, and the Carb Burner product. So there's your new 12 and 24. There's a 3-product portfolio that we call a Turbo Pack inside the Ditto Touch. So go take a look at that Ditto Touch. Get your head around the fact that you do now have kind of like a new 12 and 24, but it's called a 24/7, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And consider that brand of the Prevail, probably you'll have some other products brought along under that brand 24/7, because it just makes sense to do that. So just thought I'd share that with you, and I'll turn it back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Don. I don't know if this is coming through a little bit clearer, but I guess we'll just open it up for some questions that anybody might have. We've got lots of new people, and of course there will probably be some questions. So
one of the questions was, I don't know if anybody's seen my response. Someone asked about the pH level of the detox, which we will refer to as the black water, and it's about 9 is the pH about that. And then another question, Dawn, you can probably answer this one, was, for the 24/7, are those capsules or pills?
They're capsules.
Capsules? Okay, thanks, Andrea.
Yeah, and he said for kids, you can open it up and sprinkle it on their cereal or porridge or something like that.
That's correct. That's right.
Yeah.
Nancy said it's peppery, so he suggested you can put it on eggs. Is that right, Nancy?
Eggs.
You can sprinkle the contents on eggs because it's like a peppery.
It has a little bit of a peppery taste.
Thing. And I've been on the product now for a couple days. At least I started on it when I got my first sample, and I saw firsthand that you don't take it at bedtime because it does not start working for the 3 or 4 hours that he described to get into your system. So in terms of sleeping with the PM, you need to take that product 8 or 9 o'clock at night, because by the time you're ready to go to bed, then it will actually relax you enough to work from a in my bone, and that's what I've seen already. He mentioned that though, and apparently when he was talking, and I found that for sure that I will be taking it earlier in the night before I go to bed if I want to use it to help me wind down a little bit from a sleeping standpoint.
And it doesn't come in bottles; it comes in a little tincture bottle where you just suck it out of the bottle and you just drop it into your water, and then you mix your water up.
Oh, you're talking about the enhancer.
Oh, sorry.
That's the detox.
But the detox, yeah.
Nancy, can you bring the bottles here?
And you also have to, another point about the detox, the Prevail more is that you have to, once you open it up, you have to keep it refrigerated.
Yeah. One thing he mentioned, and this is, of course, we can't make any claims, but we thought this was really interesting. This is Dr. Kevin Thomas. He said, because the question came up about tinnitus, And he said, usually with tinnitus, that means a person is deficient in minerals. And so the detox could help support that condition. So if you have anybody who has tinnitus, maybe suggest they give it a try and really monitor how their condition is.
It depends, because I have tinnitus in one ear, and I think it came from a loud noise, because it was 2 days after a Nickelback concert, so you can just imagine. Serves me right for going to Nickelback anyway. But at any rate, so if your tinnitus is caused by a really loud noise, then a mineral water is not going to help. But if the tinnitus just came on all by itself, then I would say that this is a really good opportunity to see if it works for you or works for your customers.
I'm just holding the cocoa container up, and Nancy's bringing me an Optimum container just so everybody understands
It's bigger.
that it's bigger, and it has the same kind of serving quantity, but there's the difference in size, side by side.
Wow.
Okay.
And the same price, right, Don? Like the $59.95?
Yeah, same price. And it's just that the scoop inside, of course, is a different size, and I'll open this up here.
So it's actually cheaper than our other cocoa, because our other cocoa.
Well, it is. Super nice. I tried a little sample stick of it. You can see for those of you that want to see the size of the scooper before I make a mess all over the place, which I'm gonna.
Totally going.
Look at it on the keyboard.
I want that product. I love cocoa chocolate.
Okay, there you go. I'm just gonna. There's the. Can you take the scooper out of this? There's the scooper. So it's a lot less than was in the old one that had 14 sticks.
You don't have to have anything in the scooper, and then you wouldn't make a mess.
Okay, I never thought that way. She's giving me acronym.
You mean thinking?
Can you see? And those of you that see us on stage when we do our stuff together, you should see us behind stage when the anxiety clicks in. Anyways, there's the difference in the scooper between the cocoa and the coffee. Okay.
Put that back in there.
I'm putting it back in there, and I might even have one tonight.
Do you use the same amount of water?
Same amount of water. Yep. The
See this and this.
there's your carb burner product. So if you want to compare it to the Optimum, where's that Optimum tub again? Just so you can see the size of the actual size of the bottle. That's the Optimum tub.
But look, the keto creamer and the hot chocolate are exactly the same.
But the
size.
keto creamer container, and there's the size of the bottle to the keto creamer or the cocoa. Okay, just so you can get your head around sizing, if you like. That makes, because it's, and the pills inside here, for those of you that haven't had a chance to try it yet, there they are. Whoa!
Are there 60 capsules in each bottle, Don?
60, yeah.
60? Okay.
And so, the recommendation there is to take, and I did this morning actually. I took one with a skinny fiber for breakfast at the beginning, and then at lunchtime I took one with another skinny fiber before my lunch, and I really didn't eat a whole lot until I got home. But and then at dinner time I took one this early evening here, and I'm going to take one at bedtime, or one about an hour before bedtime. I'm not taking the two right at bedtime. I'm going to try it. And Dr. Aaron said that you can do one and one and one and one, and he thinks it'll work better for stretching out the body, the product through your system for 24 hours. He wants it to work 24 hours a day for you, so he wants you to stretch it out.
In the breakout, Kevin suggested taking the detox at bedtime.
The detox at bedtime is what Kevin had suggested.
Because that's when mineralization happens most effectively.
I think I just mixed the one in the wrong container. I know I did.
You're a poop head.
I'm a poop head. She just called me a poop head.
Now you have a mocha. It's all good.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, if I can say something, Don, that new detox, I've been, I think you all know, I've been suffering bad with leg cramps, and I have tried everything. Everyone recommends a bunch of stuff, but when I tried that, it's 2 days now. I've had the best sleep, and not even a hint of a leg cramp. So I hope that continues.
Yeah. There is a plan to have sample sticks available for that at some point too, like we got at the conference. But don't rush this, folks. If it comes out with the actual tumbler bottles and we don't have the sample sticks, just understand that we are still a baby of a company. Any way you look at it, we're a 5-year-old company, but we're going from 2 to 3 to 4 million, but we're not, when we're at 20 million a month and growing, yeah, there'll be a lot more infrastructure inside the company that's doing more of the things ahead of time, but we're still a young company. We really are. It took me 8 years in my first big hit company to break even. And this company is, 5 years old coming up this July, and it's already profitable and kicking butt, and it's debt free. So get ready for the next 5 years. I can tell you that much. Should be a wild ride. Sound good? Anything else? Thursday night at 7. If anybody wants to join me for some duplication.
Yeah, and I don't want to end on this, Don, but I know that it's on a lot of people's minds. The Skinny Body Care for Canada. Of course, they're not shipping international right now, and I know there wasn't much said at convention, correct?
Yeah, they are not saying a whole lot about the fact that it's being repackaged, and I think it was a big animal that they bought into that they never really realized how big an animal it was to repackage some of the stuff properly, and it's just all being worked on. And the skincare manufacturer and everything, all of that has to be done properly, and it's being done. So I'm just not worrying about it at this point. I just know we've got lots of stuff in our hot hands here, and I'm just not going to bug anybody about it anymore. I can't. I got new products I'm pushing, and when the Skinny Body product is showing up in my back office to buy in Canada, I'm going to buy it because I like it. I really do like it.
Chris Hupke mentioned in the private session that if you have anybody with the, like for instance, the Instant Youth, that was the popular one, who is paid for it, they can get refunded until everything's streamlined. So just to reach out to Chris or email Valentus support.
You can either get it refunded or you can ask for something else, another product fee.
Yes, thanks, Andrea.
We were back ordered on that and also the energy. And he said, just send an email saying which order number it was on and what would you like instead of it. So that's what we're going to do. And I totally agree with Don. The Skinny Body Care we've got so many other great products to focus on right now. And then these 3 ones are just, we're going to be focusing on those for sure.
But yeah, Valentus support. ValentusSupport.com is, don't send it to Chris Hupke.
Yeah, to Valentus support.
He won't answer your email.
Yeah, and it's still available in the States other than a couple of products. So, I mean, they're shipping the U.S., but I'm just not, I'm more excited about the fact I could purchase the 3 new products right away.
Yeah. So speaking of that, Nancy was asking about if they're available in our back office, which they are, Dawn, but she's also asking, can she change her loyalty purchase to that? Is it considered loyalty purchase or no?
Yeah, it can be a loyalty purchase if you can order enough BV. So if you can loyalty purchase 2 single units, then that could count as 100 BV. Yeah, you could do that. Sure.
Okay, and it's limited just while supplies last, correct?
Till they get their inventory built up. And you can expect it's going to be a couple of months of us not being able to buy 16 bottles of one thing or another. Right. Right now it's only 1 of each you can buy. And eventually, I imagine it'll go into our packs, but it'll probably be 1 out of the 3, 2 out of the 6, 4 out of the 16. You're never going to be able to buy next month all products of one particular kind until they have the stock built up because they don't want to go back ordered on things.
Oh, a quick question from Woody.
Yeah.
One of my reps was trying to order all 3 products, and it's coming up that it's a pre-order and cannot be ordered as part of a larger order.
Right. You've got to order. You got basically you got to order a single, and they charge you $59.95, and then they show it up on your invoices 3 items, but you can't order a 3-pack with all 3 of them in there. You can't. They won't allow you to do that because they're not letting us pay. For example, $145 divided by 3. You have to pay $59.95 per unit currently.
Don, what they're also doing though, if you try to order all 3, like as singles, they're not. You'll get the message what he just said, but then you just go back and order one, complete that transaction, then you can order the next one, then the next one. You can't go down through and just go ding, ding, ding.
Yes. Just a couple of dates coming up here while I'm thinking about it. If you want to just note it down. I know as it stands right now, we're going to be doing a Winnipeg launch on the 16th of April. Andrea will be presenting there, and Jerry and Kim Booth and myself and Nancy. Brett, I believe, will be out of town. But that's going to be the 16th of April in Winnipeg. I'm going to be going back to Milwaukee and through Minneapolis, it looks like, on the next week, not this weekend now, the weekend after. Going back to do a Super Saturday there. I'm going to create that sheet right away. That'll be, and they'd like me to go through and do an event on the Thursday night leading up to that in Minneapolis. So I think that's going to happen. Thursday the 11th probably will be Minneapolis, and then Saturday the 13th in the same location we did the last time. That'll be in Milwaukee, between there and Wisconsin. And then I'm planning right now to go back to Bend, Oregon. Looks like the Saturday the 4th of May. That's in between my daughter's volleyball last 4 tournaments. So I'm just working in where I want to go right now, in between who's been getting my attention. I'll be there. And I am planning on getting to Vermont when Sue gets her team ready for an event for me there. Sue, we talked about that. And then I know Lisa's on here from Boston. As I go to Vermont, I'm already going out east ways. It's a good chance that we could make it an effort to get me down to Boston, Lisa, for a night or two, just to see if we can get a few people in front of me. So, and then Woody and I have talked about North Carolina, South Carolina, and Myrtle Beach. So that's being lined up for sometime in May, I think. Woody, I think that's what we were hoping for. And my daughter's volleyball season will be all over with on the Mother's Day long weekend at the Nationals. So then it's going to be clear sailing for me to do some more travel between that and the end of June. And then I don't plan on hitting the road much in July and August. I'm going to be sitting on my dock with my boat parked at the dock and having some fun at the lake, doing all my 3-way calls with my feet up. But who knows? You can talk me into anything usually. But that's the schedule coming up. So expect to see some announcements on East Coast travel. North Carolina, South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, Vermont, Bend, Oregon, Minneapolis, Wisconsin, Winnipeg. And I'm going to be in Calgary on the 17th of April. So we're talking right now to go to Edmonton on the 17th and maybe Medicine Hat on the 18th of April. So all of these things are coming. So just keep your eye on it. And that's where I'll be between the US and Canada over the next 6 weeks. Planning on getting out there and sharing as much as I can. Anything else? That's it? Okay. Go Jets, go. I'm going to go watch the Jets game.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us tonight.